Hey there, my friend. Welcome back. Today, we're going to practice English while visiting a museum. Yeah, a museum. Have you ever been to one? It's a place full of art, history, and amazing old things. Whoa, sometimes it feels like you're walking through time. So today, imagine this. It's a bright Saturday morning in New York City. You, me, and our friend Megan are going to the City Art Museum. We'll learn how to talk in English while visiting, asking questions, and expressing feelings. It's gonna be fun. So, you walk to the museum entrance. The big glass doors shine under the sun. There's a sign that says, "Welcome to the City Art Museum." You smile and say, "Hi, 2 tickets, please." The ticket clerk smiles back. "That'll be $20. You hand over the cash and say, "Here you go. Thank you." The clerk says, "You're welcome. Enjoy your visit." Easy, right? Simple English, but very natural. Let's repeat. 2 tickets, please. Here you go. Thank you. Good. Sounds nice and polite. Now you step inside. Whoa, the museum is so big. There are paintings, statues, and beautiful lights everywhere. Megan looks around and says, "Oh, this place is amazing." You nod and say, "Yeah, I love it. So peaceful here." Then you both walk to the art gallery. You stop in front of a big painting of a sunset. Megan says, I wonder who painted this." You check the little sign under the painting and say, "It says, John Miller, 1925. Whoa, 1925! That's almost 100 years ago. You both laugh softly and keep walking. Now, let's learn some simple ways to talk about art in English. You can say, "That painting is beautiful." "The colors are bright." "It looks so real." "I like the details." Try to say it with feeling. For example, "Oh, that painting is so beautiful." "Wow, the colors are amazing." Great job. You sound like a native speaker already. Next, you and Megan walk into another room, the dinosaur room. There's a giant T-Rex skeleton right in front of you. You look up and say, "Wow, it's huge." Megan laughs. Imagine if it was alive." You say, No way. I'd run out of here." You both laugh again. Then you read the sign. This skeleton is 65 million years old. You say, That's older than my whole family combined." Silly, but funny, right? Simple English, natural reaction, that's how real people speak. After walking for an hour, you both feel tired. You say, "Let's take a break." Megan says, "Yeah, I need some coffee." You both sit in the cafe. You order, "1 iced coffee, please." The cashier asks, "With milk or without?" You say, "With milk, please." Coffee smells so good. You take a sip and say, Perfect." Megan says, "Oops, I spilled a little on my shirt." You laugh. "Don't worry, it's just coffee." That's real conversation. Short, easy, and friendly. All right, my friend, that's the first half of our museum visit. You learned how to buy tickets, talk about art, and order coffee, all in simple, natural English. In the next part, we'll explore more rooms, talk with the guide, and learn how to express emotions and opinions in English, just like native speakers do. So stay tuned for part 2 coming next. Yeah, you're doing amazing! You finish your coffee, smile at Megan, and say, "All right, ready to see more?" She nods. "Yeah, let's go." You both walk back into the museum halls. The sound of soft footsteps and quiet voices fills the air. It feels peaceful. You see a big sign that says, Ancient Egypt Exhibit. Ooh, that sounds exciting. You both walk in. Inside, it's darker. The lights shine softly on golden statues, old jewelry, and tall stone walls covered with strange letters. "Whoa," you whisper. "This looks like a movie set." Megan laughs. "Yeah, I feel like an explorer." You walk closer to a tall glass case. Inside, there's a mummy. You both lean in and stare. You whisper, this is kind of creepy but amazing." A museum guide standing nearby smiles and says, "This mummy is over 3,000 years old." You look surprised. "Whoa, that's older than I can even imagine." The guide nods. "Yes, it's from ancient Egypt. The people believed in life after death, so they preserved their bodies carefully." You listen carefully and say, "Oh, that's so interesting." The guide continues, "Would you like to know how they made the mummy?" You laugh a little. Maybe not right before lunch." Everyone laughs. Haha. It feels nice and friendly, like learning and joking at the same time. You thank the guide. "Thank you so much for explaining." The guide smiles. "You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your visit." You and Megan walk out of the room and say together, "Whoa, that was amazing." Then you head to the modern art section. This room looks very different. Bright colors, big abstract shapes, and funny sculptures. Megan tilts her head. I don't really understand this one." You laugh. "Yeah, me neither. But maybe that's the point." You both look at a huge painting, just a red square on a white wall. You say, it looks simple but kind of deep." Megan says, "Yeah, maybe it means energy or love." You both nod like serious art critics and then laugh again. Haha. Sometimes not understanding art is the fun part. You walk to another painting. This one has a city skyline at sunset. You say softly, this one feels calm. I like it." Megan says, "Oh, me too. It makes me think of evening walks." You stand there quietly for a few seconds, just enjoying the feeling. Then you say, "Okay, last stop, the souvenir shop." Inside the shop, there are postcards, small dinosaur toys, and colorful mugs. You pick up a postcard with the museum building on it and say, "I'll take this one." The cashier says, "That'll be $2. You pay and say, "Here you go. Keep the change." The cashier smiles. "Thank you. Have a great day." You say, "Yeah, you too." As you walk out of the museum, the sun is setting. The sky is orange and pink. You and Megan stop outside the building. You say, "Whoa, that was such a good day." Megan nods. "Yeah, I learned a lot, and I practiced my English too." You laugh softly. "Haha, see, learning English can be fun." You stretch your arms. What a perfect Saturday. Then you turn to the camera and say, "So, my friend, remember, every time you go somewhere, like a museum, a park, or a cafe, you can practice English. Use small, simple sentences. Be confident. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak. That's how you grow." You smile warmly and add, maybe next time we can visit the zoo together. What do you think?" You pause and laugh. "Haha, that'll be fun." All right, that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep smiling. You wave your hand toward the viewers and say, "See you next time."